Bigger Love by John Legend. John Legend is one of the most respected singers around. The last album we've heard from John was a Christmas album. With a full new R&B album, how do we feel about the new album? Here's our honest review of Bigger Love by John Legend.
John Legend just looks like he about to start singing All of Me out of nowhere.
Stop.
He don't?
No, he just looks happy. All right.
He always looks happy.
That's great.
Even when he's mad.
That's great. He
How do you feel
he
about
could be mad in this picture. You never know.
He's probably mad.
Yeah.
But that's what he always looks like even when he's mad. How you feel about this album artwork, man?
I thought it was cool, man. It's a, iconic John Legend pose, I feel like that's his pose, But I really like it from an artist standpoint. I think it's a really dope album cover. I like the font on Bigger Love. And I just like, how it symbolizes probably like, the most happiness because, we need a lot of joy right now in this time of the world. So I think it served its purpose.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. It seemed like John was trying to give off this impression of more love. He has the stars inside of his hairline. You got the roses and tulips and stuff. He's doing the signature John Legend smile. The background is like almost like a little bit shade more bluer than mint color. It's happy. It's a happy cover.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much needed for the album.
Most definitely.
The flow of this project is just that what we just talked about.
Most definitely. It's just a lot of upbringing, joyful, everything like just to lift your moods and lift your spirits. For real.
You're going to start singing Joyful, Joyful while you listen to
Joyful,
this?
joyful.
Highlights, man. Look, Ooh La La came on, and I was just like, man, here go John with that old school sound and stuff. But them drums dropped in. I was just like, yo, my man turned this joint into some hip-hop sweat. Yo, I feel like on this album, this was the first time in a long time John Legend reached down into his hip-hop love roots right here on this project. I loved it. Ooh La La came on. I was just like, man, this is how we starting this off.
Let me ask you, when Actions came on, what did you think immediately?
I was just like, he ain't about to do that.
Me too. I was just like, oh God, what's about to happen?
Like he about to sample the next episode?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the next episode. That's the song that was sampled.
Yeah.
But as soon as I heard the beats, man, Actions speak louder than
man,
speak louder
them
than
lyrics, that melody,
crazy.
Oh,
Everything about that song is crazy, man.
Yeah.
I Do in One Life. They just make you want to get up and do the John Legend groove. Wild by John Legend and Gary Clark Jr. He killed that guitar solo, man. He killed the guitars. Bigger Love's got kind of like a cool reggae feel to it. I wasn't expecting that for a title track, though.
Yeah.
But it's still a cool vibe. You Move, I Move featuring Jhené Aiko. Crazy, man. Favorite Place is My Lips. John was on his shit on this project. Yes. I got to give him credit. This is my favorite John Legend album. I'm not even going to talk about every song up here, but I will go to Remember Us. Because when I heard Rhapsody's voice, it was funny because my wife looked at me because we were listening to it. Like, as soon as we were done recording last week, I just turned the John Legend on and it's playing. Yeah. And she even asked me a couple times, like, this is John Legend?
Yeah. To that too.
And then when we both heard Rhapsody's voice, we just looked at each other.
Yeah, when I was just like, no. When I heard it, I just started smiling. I ain't gonna lie. I was just like, yeah.
Like, that's what I'm talking about, man. The joint featuring Rhapsody is fire. Yeah. If you remember your love interest's home phone number,
I used to.
That is crazy.
It is crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah,
sometimes it's burned into your mind like that.
That was a dope bar. I don't remember anybody's home phone number. I remember the first 3 numbers of my old phone number.
I remember 616-477, and I forgot the last 4 digits.
Hey, see, there you go. See,
sorry.
But maybe if somebody hands you the phone, you might remember the pattern.
I tried. Didn't work.
And Never Break. Never Break is a super strong, powerful song, man. Yeah. Shout out to John Legend for putting this together, yo.
Yeah, man. I will have to go out and say this is my favorite album since Evolver. For real, man. Because
give me the green light.
I love the whole layout of this album. Just the track list was perfect from track to track. Like I said, when I heard Ooh La come on, I was just like, all right, okay, we getting something here. But when I heard Actions, that's when I was just like, whoa, okay. Man, I played that back so many times. Like you said, actions speak louder than the words. Like, oh man, it's just really, really dope. I Do One Life is fire. Wild is crazy, okay? I love the lyrics. One of the things, I love the writing on this album. The writing on this album is really, really strong. And the production
he worked with other people on this too.
That's fire. Really, really dope. You Move, I Move was great. I love Slow Cooker, man. Like just that metaphor for a slow cooker. I love that. Conversations in the Dark was really, really dope. Don't Walk Away was like another kind of reggae-ish type song that I really, really loved. Remember Us, Rhapsody, fire. And Never Break was a powerful song to go out. And it still didn't feel like, dreary or anything like that. And went out on a powerful note after showing so much love and joy throughout the whole project. So I thought he did a great job with that.
Lowlights. Look, I could debate the album length, but at the same time, I don't want to do that. Just because I felt like if you take away songs, you only get half of the story for this project. I felt like it was laid out correctly. It kind of gets a little bit more soulful towards the back end, but it's cool. It's a straight playthrough. It kind of reminds me of the Tiana Taylor album, where it's structured right. It's got a lot of songs, but it's cool. I'm cool with it. So, I don't want to knock John for having too many songs, but I will say that I think it could have been flawless if they would have went with 13, but I'm cool with the 16, though.
Yeah, man. No low lights for me here, man. This project is great all the way through.
Final thoughts, man. John Legend was on it on this one. I really appreciate what he put together. I was not expecting this from John Legend whatsoever. I'm thinking we about to get a whole bunch of sleepers. And when I say sleepers, I'm just saying the songs will put me to sleep, but they fire.
Yeah.
They fire. I can't listen to all of me 100 times.
He got you want to get up with your wine glass and start grooving.
Yeah. He looked like how he looked when he was dancing with the wine in the verses versus Alicia Keys. That's the vibe I got from this project. That was the mode he was in.
Yeah.
I saw Chrissy Teigen smiling along with him. It was that type of vibe, man.
Yeah, man, I really enjoyed this. My vote was for Actions to be the next single, so I need everybody to hear that because I feel like they'll be like, whoa, this is John Legend? That's the thing. It don't feel like it, man.
You start this album, you ain't gonna think it's him. You're gonna be like, oh, what the hell?
But shout out to John Legend. He put out a really, really nice project that not only developed him as an artist and everything like that, but I think that really is something that's needed for the times right now, especially in this quarantine, this type of life that we live in. I feel like this is a real good album just to lift the spirits, man. So shout out.
Final grade. I'm going to give this a check. I'm going to clarify this my favorite John Legend album just because I just don't feel like he is preaching to me on this one. Normally, he partially comes off as a pastor, but this time I didn't get that, man. I did not get that. I felt like he was down there with me dancing and jamming.
He's the pastor of love.
Yeah, exactly. Slow cooking. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, John. That's what I was waiting for. I was not expecting this, but I'm glad that this is what we got.
John came at us and said, well, look, y'all know I got me some hip-hop vibes. Don't forget where I came from. I gave y'all all them hits back in the 2000s. I know a little bit something. So,
Yeah, he pulled down his jeans a little bit, loosened the belt just a little
like,
bit.
Let me give him my bag. So, for
Took
that,
his tie off.
I'm going to give him a check. All right, man, this album is great, man. Shout out to John Legend. And this one, I actually want to buy a copy of just because I love it. And I love the art.
Might want to buy the vinyl.
Yeah, it'd be dope.